Heyo.
Hello, and welcome. I'm Dustin.
This is a lot of glasses.
It sounded like you were Scott Hall, the Heyo. Heyo. He's a wrestler.
Oh, it's definitely the reference I was going for.
And today, on the barrel, a whole lot of Ardbegs.
Your tummy just made a noise.
It did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even hear it. And it's my stomach.
I heard it.
Or my tummy, rather. So, today, we've got a very special blind voted on by our patrons on Patreon. We are gonna taste through some special edition Ardbegs. These are 4 that I have, and I have. So that's what we're gonna do. I think we only have reviewed the Spectacular on the channel so far in terms of Ardbegs, which is not in here. So these are all new. Well, they're all new to Kaylin. But I have had all of these individually at some point in time, but it's been a while. So I'm excited to pit them against each other.
There is so much excitement in your voice.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I love Ardbegs.
This might be the most excited I've heard your voice in a very long time.
Oh, wow, I can't wait. I can't wait to try these. So we've only done one blind so far. And since there's just 2 of us, we just did a little number, letter, key with tape on the bottom and bottles situation. So neither of us know what number is, what glass correlates. We got it all figured out, okay? We'll figure it out at the end. So let's get started. But before we do, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Then you can see more of this stuff, and you can contribute to the road to 5 or 6 million or 7 million subscribers by the end of 2024 here. I think we can do it. Are you optimistic it can be done?
Yes.
My brother wasn't optimistic it could be done.
But I didn't take wasn't optimistic it could be done for an answer.
And on that note, what do we got here?
This is the number A. Oh, also,
Oh my God.
look at these glasses. We finally got glasses. Last time we only had like 4 glasses or something. This time, our patrons came through. We've now got some real glasses.
Yeah.
We're a real boy.
We're a real boy. Smells like scotch.
Oh, weird. It started off fruity and then went like rubbery Band-Aidy. Yeah, now it's like a tire shop. What the heck?
It does smell like rubber. I feel like this is gonna be so hard. I struggle with scotches so much. Although maybe it will be better to have, you know, some side by side that I'm trying instead of just, you know, one.
I think it will.
Okay.
I think you're gonna have a great time.
Oh, hopefully. You can hold my hand.
We're gonna get through this.
Okay. That one smelled like the not just formaldehyde, like straight up the like cadaver labs that I used to have to take.
Oh no.
Oh, like distinctly cadaver lab.
My dad he'd be like, this is like when you pith a frog. Used to have a pith a frog back at school.
I think I'm just gonna have to taste.
That's weird. Very first sniff, it went like tropical fruit a little bit and then really heavy on the like tire rubber though. It wasn't even Band-Aidy. I kind of take that back now. It's like tire shop rubber to me.
And then formaldehyde at the end.
I can see where you're coming from with the formaldehyde, but it's
Don't worry, we won't give you big words like that again.
There is a little bit of just good, like nice little maltiness in there. It's deep though. It's underneath all of
I need
that.
one of those smelling kits where I can smell maltiness.
Okay, we'll get
Okay.
you one. We'll go to Tires Plus.
Okay. I'm still gonna say Band-Aids, but it's not super burny. It doesn't dry my throat up. That was actually really easy to take that sip.
Wow. I think for me, it was pretty immediately like grill charred vegetables.
Char is a great, but like truly charred, like coated in a char.
Like crunchy char.
Yeah. The burnt ends of like something.
Yes. There's not really much else here though. This is like entirely char.
And maybe that's kind of why I like it. Sometimes Scotch is just, it's too much. But that, to me, was like super like clean and simple and kind of good. Okay.
Okay, so there's that.
We'll just leave that there.
We're just gonna have to share. We did hold hands earlier, so.
You don't have to be nervous.
Thank you. I would hope after.
Oh, surprise, surprise, it's B. Oh, completely different smell.
Whoa, holy malt. Now that.
Is that what malt?
Oh, that's
like,
nice.
Could not be more different.
Yeah, that's like granola-y, grainy.
I had one thing.
Sorry.
Oh, I lost it. Hang on.
Find it again. Find it again
Like
now.
dusty, like a dusty shot put ball. Like that, like a big metal ball that's covered in dust.
Hang on. Hang on. What? When have you smelled
I used to work with
a shot put ball?
I worked with a track team.
Yeah, I know, but
when.
I don't know that I could have said, if somebody would have been like, hey, has anyone you know ever smelled a shot put ball? How many people that
I don't even think that's what
say?
I don't think they're called shot put balls. I think they're literally just called a shot put.
Yeah.
Or like a ball bearing or something. Just like something that, to me, it has a little bit of metal, a little bit of dust, and maybe some rust.
Man, are you getting like irony something? I'm not getting any metal.
Not iron. I'm just getting more like of a.
Man, I get like granola, almost oatmeal, and like light peat. Honestly, like it's not.
For sure, light peat. If there's any peat at all that I smell.
Yeah,
like,
and
for
now,
sure light.
Granted, we're coming from another heavily. I mean, these are all heavily peated whiskeys. I'm pretty sure. So like, as you get acclimated to that, I'm sure it's less of an impact.
Right after I just said light peat, you just said they're all heavily peated.
Well, no, but I'm saying that's fine.
Why don't we just do a Mystery Monday right now? I'll just get it wrong. But I think you are correct in that now I'm going to be tasting these in a row. I'm going to be able to like smell and taste the nuances a lot better, which is really probably really good for me. A very grainy, like, I guess that's malty. A slight cherry almond at the end, but like so subtle.
This is very much in the land of like fig Newton. Like I'm getting, chewy granola bar, the fig Newton, the fig flavor. I mean, it's not fruity though. Like it's not sweet fruity.
No, it is definitely more
earthy,
of like a, yeah.
Like you said, it's like earthy grain.
When I say almond or like I'm thinking like the nutty version of that, not almond extract almond, like a very like somebody ground some almonds or some other nuts.
Pretty salty too. A salted fig chewy bar. Just a dusting of.
Yeah, wow. Could not be more different from letter A.
Yeah, very different.
This is not what I think of completely when I think of like, you putting a scotch in front of me and me tasting it. This is not what I would like think was about to happen. It's surprising.
Surprise.
And a little Band-Aidy. There should be like a Scoville for Band-Aids. Instead of spiciness, it's like...
For level of Band-Aids?
Yeah. All right.
All right, on to letter C.
I'm barely surviving here, man.
So we had A, B, and then C. That's next. Oh.
Shh. Let me say something. This one's like grassier. Hang on. Kind of like musty.
I could see the must.
Like day or two old wet object.
The reason I went, oh, when I first smelled it, because it was like berry, like almost like a blackberry or black cherry situation, almost like a wine sherry type, like a dark dessert wine. Like ever so slightly. And then I get, like, you're right, the grassiness, that peat starts to come through in like an earthy way though, not like a campfire smoky way. Yeah, you're right, it's sort of like wet grass, wet hay.
Yeah, that's kind of all I'm getting is like wet grass, hay.
Little barnyard. Now it smells like I'm out in the middle of, you know, North Dakota and I'm just getting the waft from a cattle farmer down the road.
Yeah, it just smells like farm products that have just been, you know, rained on, and now it's like the next morning. It's a hot day, and it's like that humidity meets, you know, wet field products.
That's crazy. At first it was like dessert wine, and now it's everything that you just said.
Wow.
Aww. Cheers. To Barnes.
That's a little spicier on the front, and then kind of like tangy. Oh, and then it comes in at the end with like a little bit more of like a cherry fig, like almondy again for me.
This one is the sweetest of the bunch, I think.
The bunch. Yeah. You are like an old man trapped in a 36-year-old's body. Like, just the sweetest of the bunch.
If I quickly, like when I was just laughing and I was exhaling through my nose, it smelled like, or it tasted like in the back of my mouth, like an airport gate, you know, like how an airport smells. I don't know, there's an airport smell, I think, right? Like there's a way that an airport smells when you like go through security and you're finally in the like terminal and you're walking around the gates. It's like sort of a little bit of rubber from the plane and, you know, outside, and the doors are open and people are exiting, and then you maybe get a little bit of like cold, you know, fall or winter air coming through that door because it's, you know, as the people are coming off. And then there's like, I don't know, some guy vacuuming, so there's a fresh carpet cleaner. And
You're
it's
just like, that's not fair. You can't just be like, it smells like everything.
Well, that's what makes up a...
To me, I just got, while you were, you know, telling that saga, I got like if I put my tongue on like the end of a battery. So a little more like mechanical for me here.
That grassy, like funkiness comes through on the palate too, but it's also sort of wrapped in there's a little sugary sweetness, I think, too.
Like, I can hear what you're saying about sugar, but none of these to me taste sweet.
It's more just like the coating around my tongue. It's tummy on the brain. The coating around my tongue is just sort of like powdered sugar, or just you put some granular sugar in your mouth.
Granular.
Haven't you ever just had a spoonful of sugar? Man, when I was younger, we used to have like Rice Krispies where there's no sugar in Rice Krispies, right? I would literally just take spoonfuls.
There's no sugar in Rice Krispies?
I don't think so. In like regular Rice Krispie cereal, I don't think there's any sugar. Even if there is, we added extra because I would just take spoonfuls of just sugar into my bowl of cereal to the point where at the end of my bowl of cereal, like it would just be milk, and I could scoop from the bottom of the bowl, and up from the milk would just come a spoonful of sugar.
Added sugar to your cereal.
Yeah.
This coming from your household, did you guys not have ice cream on your waffles?
Well, I put ice cream on my waffles. Like, yeah. It's really good. You gotta try it. Just some Eggo waffles, some vanilla ice cream, chocolate syrup, maybe a little whipped cream, maybe even a little maple syrup with the chocolate. I mean, baby, you got a stew going.
There's 4 grams of sugar.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, this is letter D, for those wondering.
D is in
I wasn't.
dog.
Oh, I thought... I'm sitting right here.
Paint?
Ooh. I was gonna say...
Wallpaper. Like wallpaper glue and fresh paint.
I was gonna say this is the freshest smelling of the bunch.
I could see that too. Especially if I don't like shove my nose, you know, so far in the cup. But I try to because that's what you do, and I want to be more like you sometimes.
Aww. Wish you wouldn't have said sometimes. This has a lot of that farm funk as well on the nose.
A little
I think
bit
it was
of like sunscreen. And that was on the drive-by. So it could just be, yeah, like kind of a sunscreen smell.
Oh, I could see if you just do a quick pass. What the frickin' butts, dude? Come on. Cattle farm and sunscreen.
And maybe, it's so funny how fleeting thoughts can be. Like how your brain like latches onto something, and in the moment it takes you to try to mouth what that is, you lose it. Like
It's like love. Or no, because that was nope, I wasn't thinking about it in the correct way.
whoa.
Green olives. Ooh, that one is intense.
Honestly, I would say black olives. I don't know. I didn't get as much like pickled, like vinegary. I got more like a olive, like black olive water.
Man, that is a funky nose. That is like some farm land funk.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Hey, I would say out of the four, I don't want to say it's my least favorite because I don't hate any of them. It's just kind of the least palatable to me, and it certainly has a lot of flavor. I don't know that I've had a scotch that you have down here that doesn't have a lot of flavor, like a lot of something in it.
Okay. I think I've at least got my top two, but I gotta figure out here where we're, okay. God, that is so, going back and forth like that between these is so drastically different.
That one's the formaldehyde cadaver. Ooh, that one smells like hickory bacon now this time around.
Ah. I tell you what.
All right, this is my first second. These ones are a little bit sort of tied for me, and not in a good way, in that I kind of wanted to rate them both last.
I think this is, man, really hitting some Ardbegs back to back like that.
Yeah.
My mouth, I feel like I just ate like anchovies or something. It's so salty. These first three are really almost interchangeable for me, but I think I landed on what I
Well, that's really
was right.
boring.
So we're starting with the last place, right?
Yes.
Okay, so last place.
For me, is D.
And my last place is A. Wow. Your last place, not mine. Who knows where it is?
Right.
Kaylin's worst and least favorite is Ardbeg Hypernova.
That sounds about right. I don't like
Wow.
space things.
I believe this was released in 2022. This is,
A trans-dimensional smoky dram.
there you go.
This is a brutally smoky dram that radiates flavor in every direction. Undoubtedly Ardbeg's smokiest spirit. It is a cataclysmic event for the distillery. It's big, it's intense, and it's pulling palates in a whole new dimension. Yeah, right to last place.
You know. There was Supernova for a number of years, which was like Ardbeg's smokiest, most peated thing, I believe. And I'd never had a Supernova. I'd always wanted to find one. And so I just accepted that I'd never get my hand on one. Maybe one day I'd try a pour somewhere. And then Hypernova came along, and
It was more accessible.
I was like a gift from the universe. All right, my last place, I guess we should do, huh? Letter A was my last place, which is number 3, Ardbeg Scorch.
That's also my third place. That's my third place.
Oh, that's your third place. Oh, okay, and this is my last place.
It was hard for me to decide between third and fourth, because
So-
I kind of wanted to rank both of them last.
Just says matured in their most heavily charred casks. Sweet peep smoke.
Peep
Peeps.
Smoke. Oh,
Smoked peeps.
Oh my god, what a great barrel pick name.
Yeah.
Peep Smoke.
Oh, all right, we'll add it to the list. Thick clouds of briarwood and sage. Wow, I don't think I've smelled briar since I used to smoke a pipe. Thanks a lot, Scorch. Next up for me, my third place was the number D.
Oh, so that's this one.
So Hypernova was
we
my
had them
third.
flip-flopped,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
That was the one for me that smelled a little bit like a cadaver lab. So.
Oh. Okay. Second place for old Dustin is the letter B.
Me too. Oh.
We are the ones to
Wow.
be the same.
So then our first places
That's
are
the
the
song I
same
wrote.
too. See, wow.
Okay, so second place, letter B, which is number 2, which is Ardbeg Ardcore.
Okay. Wow.
So sorry, it's over.
This was the one that I think was a little more farmy, like a little Fargo fields.
Yeah, this one started to be, you're right, a little bit of like the farminess.
Very fresh.
A little sweet though too on here. Like biting a spiky ball is what it says right here.
I think it's better than that.
Created with black malt barley is a first for Ardbeg and probably whiskey. Oh, what? Like all of whiskey? It'll puncture your palate and trash your taste buds. This is Ardcore. Come on out, Ardcore!
Oh, wow.
They roast the black malt barley within an inch of its life. I don't know how you measure that. So that leaves then first place for both Kaylin and I, Ardbeg BizarreBQ.
Oh, wow. It does smell like barbecue. Oh my God.
Yeah,
When I was smelling them at the end and trying to order them, that is the first time I smelled it, but it is crazy hickory smoke, like hickory smoke, brown sugar brushed bacon.
Damn,
Like,
that's good.
delicious.
This is a collaboration featuring DJ BBQ. I don't know if is that a DJ or a barbecue place? If you know, then let us know so I don't look like an idiot.
An idiot.
Okay, now who's the idiot? Not you, not you. Grilling meets distilling, introducing Ardbeg BizarreBQ, our first ever barbecue-inspired whiskey with the help of bona fide god of the grill, Christian Stevenson. What's up, Christian? AKA DJ BBQ. It's been matured in a combination of double charred oak casks, Pedro Jimenez sherry casks, and our unique barbecue casks.
Wow.
I would like to know more about that. So, wow, there you have it. Pretty similar on these. Look at that.
I was pretty hardcore C being...
You were pretty hardcore.
No, I was pretty hardcore, C being my number one. Like, that one was almost immediate. When I went back through and was smelling them, I pretty much immediately put that one at number one, and then I was just deciding between the others.
We had both of these switched. My third place was Hypernova. In fact,
But I could easily
I'd like
see-
to switch it there just for the sake of how expensive that was, and so I feel better about buying it.
So this was the most expensive one or something?
That is definitely the most expensive out of all of them,
Okay.
yes.
And what about this one?
I think BizarreBQ nowadays is like pretty sought after and hard to get. I am regretting not buying multiples of that because I think it has become sort of a fan favorite.
I'd easily pay $1 to $150 maybe for that.
I honestly think this was under $100.
Right,
when I
right.
got
But
it.
I'm just saying, like, out of all of them, if
that's
you can
crazy.
only ever find one, like, I do think this one's worth the money.
Yeah, that one is just a wild ride.
If you're still watching,
Yeah,
if you've made it this far,
if you've made it this far, thank you for making it this far.
thank you. We hope
And-
that you've enjoyed holding our hands
Yes,
on this journey.
absolutely. And thank you to our patrons for voting on what our next blind should be. We're gonna have another one coming up too for y'all to vote on. If you're not a patron yet, then you can support us on there and also cast a little vote for what we might do in the next video. And thank you for contributing directly towards the purchase of some new glassware that was
Yeah.
much needed and some new whiskeys that we have coming up. So
As always, tune in next time when Dustin brings chocolate to me and all of you. Because he's the candy man.
what? Don't say it 3 times.
Do you have a different tune in next time?
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.